Welcome back to Chastastic Gaming. I'm Chastastic, and look, it's my desk. Oh wow, isn't that so exciting? What are we doing today? Oh whoops, I better not have broken that. Yes, we're doing one of those awkward gamepad things in all their glory. Look, this one has 30 original Sega games on it. I doubt that they're original. I have a strong suspicion that they may have been on Sega systems before it came on this. And there's Sonic with his fist, he's ready to shake his fist in anger. And there's Knuckles playing Sonic Triple Trouble, one of the Game Gear games if I recall. And we've got it, so it says here, Master System and Game Gear games inside. What, are they inside the box? Are they like cartridges or something? That would be giving it away. So, in case you can't tell, it's one of those weird controller-based things that plug directly into your telly. It's made by Millennium. I could find little to no information on them. This was a gift. It was a Christmas gift from my mother. I think it was something cheap that she picked up in a supermarket. And so let's look at the rest of the box. What have we got on the side? So on the side we've got some games. We've got Rystar, we've got Echo, they're ones I remember. Astro Warrior, Penguin Land. We're going to play Penguin Land. Golden Axe, which will be, of course, the 8-bit version. The same with Rystar. These are 8-bit, and Echo. These are 8-bit versions of them. So the versions from the Master System or the Game Gear, depending which. So we've got Sonic Triple Trouble, Sonic Drift 2. There's a lot of Sonic games here. Tails' Adventure or something like that. I can't read that from here. What else we got? Sonic Chaos. Columns, all the columns. The columns are erected from the ground. Yes, that word is so funny. What have we got in the back? Arcade Master TV Pad. Video game system. Video game system with 30 Sega games. Let me speak properly. Ergonomic gamepad design for extended playing fun. Connects directly to TV. Requires 4 AAA batteries. That is a lot of batteries for what this object is. And as Ashens would say, a not to 3 sad onions. Warning, not suitable for children under 3. Danger of suffocation due to small parts. Risk of strangulations from connecting cable. No, if you've connected your cable carefully and correctly, there is no risk of strangulation. Sega Master System and Game Gear games inside. And this is from our friends at 80 Games. Game software, registered trademarks, blah 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 blah. Distributed by Millennium 2000. Yes, all your usual gubbins. What? Hang on a second. One thing I am noticing about this, okay, so this is no bin with black mark below it, no bin with PD, but put in the waste paper basket. That doesn't make any sense. And this is very yin-yang, as you can imagine. And it was made in China. The best place to make quality items. So let's open this thing and see what it comes with. So we've got manuals. That's my action replay manual. What's that doing in here? And it's a receipt for my action replay. Sorry guys, not sure why that was in there. So you can tell I didn't open this in advance. So we've got Master System. So this is in Spanish, I'm guessing. Yeah. Functional. Beam Machine. Oh, this is quite interesting actually. So we do get minor instructions for some of the games. That is quite interesting. That's a neat thing. I like that. So it gives us some instructions for the main software, some basic instructions for some of the games, Alex Kidd and Miracle World, columns. Actually, that is a very nice thing. 10 points to Gryffindor. And jump cut for one did not check there was enough space left on the card that I'm recording on. So yes, here's the controller itself. So it's vaguely, the control layout, you've got A, B, C, up, down, left, right, you've got a start button, but you've also got a menu button, which I'm assuming will take you back to the main menu itself on the system. One thing worth noticing, it's vaguely like a Mega Drive controller, not the Master System or Game Gear. I had to actually remind myself. Now the interesting thing about that is the fact that the Game Gear and the Master System only had 2 buttons, rendering the C button completely useless. The Master System at least didn't use the A-B selection, it actually used 1 and 2. Also, for those of you who didn't know, it didn't have a start button. you could only pause the game on the system itself, which was a very, very old-fashioned way of doing things, especially if you look back on things like the ColecoVision, the really old systems normally made of wood. Very, very archaic way of doing things. This is why we welcome the start button here. But then again, there is no system for the start button to be on. So we've got an on switch here. It's the back of it. It's got these really, really uncomfortable dimples, I want to call them. They're obviously supposed to make it feel like they're for your fingers, like triggers. But the fact there's no triggers there make it feel really, really uncomfortable in general. Build quality is, yeah, as you can imagine, a bit shit. So we've got something over here. So look at this main system here. So we've got, it only has composite out, which, to be honest, considering the thing, we'll let it slide on that one. The problem we have is it only comes out in mono. Sorry, that would be the one that we look at. That's video. That is your left audio. You can tell which one the right is because the right one is in red. Red R for right. We learn so much here, don't we? All right, so we've looked at the system itself on the outside. So what does it look like for the games? Jump cut. So as you can see from the screen here, so it's a very, very simple menu. Very, very simple menu. It actually goes across 4 screens. Okay, and what we'll do is we'll jump onto a couple of the games now. So here is Alex Kidd in Miracle World, probably the basic game. Nothing too extravagant. I mean, I'm going to be honest, the quality is not that great. It's a little bit rubbish. I mean, the controller's not the worst I've ever used. I have used some third-party controllers back in the day. Probably be showing some other games now, possibly Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine and all his excitement. Really, 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 really basic stuff. And so what does it sound like? That is the big question. Sounds like shit, doesn't it? What do you expect from these things? They're cheap. But one thing I will say that's inexcusable is the amount of batteries this thing uses. And there you go. That was some gameplay footage on this thing. What you may have noticed is every single bit I captured was in fact, yes, it was the demo screens. Turns out that my capture device doesn't like things that aren't HD quality because it has an HDMI pass-through that keeps saying out of range. Damn it. Anyway, so thoughts on this thing? Well, I had a bit of fun with it. I mean, it's just a fun little device. It's a fun little distraction. But there is much, much better things out there. Some of them can be acquired for free through illegal means. One example is the same Christmas that I was bought this, I was also bought a copy of the Sega Mega Drive collection on the Xbox 360, rendering this thing pointless. Granted, one thing I will say is in the Sega Mega Drive collection, you do actually have to unlock all the Master System and Game Gear games, but they are there. So therefore, this thing is a bit pointless. I mean, considering this was £13. The only reason I know this is through internet. I didn't ask how much my Christmas present was, because that's a rude thing to do. But anyway, I will leave you on this. Here's Echo the Dolphin going about his daily life as per the demo. Enjoy. Bobbing along on the bottom of the beautiful... Oh dear. I appear to be stuck. Mr. Seahorse. Mr. Seahorse, do you mind helping me? Oh. Mr. Seahorse. How rude.